just see that we're living in a world where the energy prices will go like this, the number of countries produce energy will go like this. So we need to transform ourselves more to avoid ending up in a situation where we simply have to pay so much money for energy. This is not what we should do. We should transform ourselves and then spend the money on more exciting issues. Well, I think it's important that we keep up the momentum with regards to putting a price on carbon, being able to agree upon a global deal. But we should not in Europe just sit back and wait for the global development. We should act, because we are in a global green race with regards to investing money in energy efficiency and new exciting renewable energy resources. So we should now transform ourselves in Europe. That's why the Danish government has come forward with this clear proposal, clear vision, that eventually Europe should transform itself to become independent of fossil fuels. This will also be a major asset with regards to Europe's role in the world, because we'll become less dependent upon all the countries producing oil and gas, and all these countries don't necessarily share our values, so there's also that angle to it. So this is, you could say, the insurance that we should now all agree to in order to be able then to spend more money eventually on areas that are more exciting, such as research and development, schools, hospital systems, and so forth. We've moved ahead after Copenhagen. We are now, as we speak, we have negotiations taking place in Bonn. There's progress with regards to the overall negotiations. There's also realization that the result we achieved in Copenhagen, well, maybe it was not wonderful Copenhagen, but it was a result, it is an important step on the way forward towards putting a price on carbon. What we are now doing as a Danish presidency, together with Mexico, to develop the GPS system, so we actually reach Cancun on time, and that we also agree upon what should be the overall goal for Cancun. I think it's a bit too early to say at the present stage, because the negotiations have just been relaunched, you could say. They just started in Bonn yesterday, so I think we have to wait for that particular negotiation round. There will also be lots of consultations taking place, particularly also with Mexico, but also with South Africa. They'll have the presidency afterwards. So I hope that we will be able to reach a good result in Cancun, but how far we actually make it at that time, well, we can't say at the moment. Well, it's very clear that we have a competition of crises at the moment, so there's competition with regards to the ability to focus upon the various dossiers. But I think that the challenge for all of us will simply be to show that the energy policy is part of our exit strategy to the overall economic crisis. So that's what I think also we're trying to do with this overall proposal by the Danish government, to show that, well, if we invest time to transform ourselves, well, this can be part of our overall exit strategy.